Well, like Amanda said, my name's Melissa. I work at Brucemore. How many of you have been to Brucemore before? A good number, that's great. Okay, for those of you who don't know, Brucemore is a historic site and a cultural center here in Cedar Rapids. We do a lot of things, including tours interpreting the history of the site. We work to preserve the history of Brucemore. We have 7 buildings and 26 acres and pretty close to downtown Cedar Rapids. And then besides that, we also have a ton of events throughout the year. Some of you might have been there for Balloon Glow or Classics at Brucemore or Outdoor Children's Theater. This weekend we also have the orchestra there for Brucemore Orchestra. So there's always, love the name. So there's always something happening here at Brucemore. But today in particular, I want to talk to you about a project that we started last year. Brucemore works to be a place that is inclusive and accepting of every single person who walks onto the site. So that way anyone who comes to Brucemore feels like they are in a place where they can really enjoy the history of the site and all that's happening in terms of the culture today too. One issue that we run up against is, as a historic site, we're not completely accessible. We don't have an elevator which can take visitors from the first floor of the mansion up to the second or third floor or down to the basement. But we want every visitor who comes to Brucemore, regardless of ability, to be able to enjoy the history of the site. And so what we've been working with as a group in the last year is to create a video component of some sort to be able to tell parts of the stories to visitors who are unable to access, say, the third floor or the basement. So I've been working with some of the students I see in this room. I see Henry, actually. A few of you have participated in the project before, and we're going to keep working on it throughout this next semester. Our goal is to be able to interpret some of the stories that we already share at Brucemore, some of the history that we already have, into something that's new and interesting, engaging. The last time we did a video of this kind was 20 years ago, which outdates almost all of you. So it seems like it's about time to work on the project. Last year we accomplished much of the filming of the project, so what we need to do now is reinterpret parts of the script, decide what our message wants to be and how we can best make that engaging to the visitors who will be watching it, and then pull together the pieces of the video that we already have in place. Some of that will be editing. We'll also have to do some script work and then create the final project and sort of pitch that to other Brucemore staff members. So that's the gist of the project. Do you have specific questions for me about what the project looks like, about Brucemore? Okay.
Who will be its target audience?
Well, great question, Henry, who works on this project.
Hopefully knows the answer.
So Brucemore has visitors who come from across the nation and internationally. I think that the target audience is somewhat broad because of that, because we have people in a variety of age ranges, people who might want to watch the video for a variety of reasons as opposed to going to the second or third floor. I do think there's still also an opportunity for the video to be used outside of a space within the mansion. Right now we're playing the video for people who cannot go to the other floors. There's also the opportunity to someday play the video online, say on our website, so that way visitors who also cannot come to the site in general would be able to experience the history of Brucemore. So the answer is a very wide audience. Yes?
Is there an opportunity for like a VR component, virtual reality?
There is, and in fact that's something we've talked about in the past stages of the project. I think that's something that's still an opportunity now. It's somewhat dependent on timeline, and then I'd say a priority for us now is determining what the story needs to be and how we're telling the story. And then I think some of the other components of that can fall into it as well as we sort of make some of those decisions. Yeah.
How would you play the video?
Right now we have a DVD player and a TV. That also can change, especially if we end up with any sort of virtual reality components. We're open to different ideas with that. Currently, this setup works, but it's not our favorite. So that's something we're open to revisiting in the project too.
So again, as you guys are thinking about classes, special ed markets, because you guys are still choosing, think about all the different academic areas that you can pull from